Hello, friends. Goddess of Fire back for another fire conversation. Hot topic today is the Aquarius new moon. I'm a day late and $1 short, but hey, better late than never. Damn, I done fucked up these cards already. Oh, before I get started, I swear in all my readings, so if that's not something you are down for, feel free to exit stage left. There are plenty of other YouTube tarot readers that do not use as colorful language as I do. I was not planning to have these like this. I was just trying to shuffle. But anyways, I genuinely hope that you find the guidance and the messages that you are seeking. Secondly, my readings are general, so it'll be one size fits most, one size fits some, in certain cases one size fits one, but they cannot and will not ever be one size fits all. So think of my readings as a dressing room. Take what fits and leave the rest behind. Without further ado, this is a freestyle reading, so I have no idea what I'm doing right now. I mean, I do, but I normally have like notes and stuff to try and keep myself organized, but fuck it. So, Aquarius new moon, hot topic today. As we know, new moons are the beginning of a new lunar cycle. But this one in particular is the beginning of a new lunar year. So happy Lunar New Year, folks. We also have, during this time, I'll get to that. Hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. But this new moon is all about setting new intentions, but new intentions for your new life. We are in the age of Aquarius, so we are really pushing forward into who we are, our authenticity. This feels, ooh, I'm getting ringing in my ear already. This feels very much like we are in the phase where we need to really truly be expressing ourselves. Of course, I've been saying this for a while in some of my readings, but this feels like really truly giving ourselves permission to be who we want to be who we are destined to be who we signed up to be as per our soul contracts for this particular incarnation. But this is also acknowledging all that we've had to go through to get to this point. So you may be feeling a little bit more emotional than I think you would normally, considering this is a new moon, not a full moon, but we did just have, full moon in Cancer. We just had Venus go direct. We've got Mercury stationing direct tomorrow. I'm filming on Tuesday. So there's a lot of energy that's moving forward in ways of communication. With the Venus retrograde, we were taking stock of our relationships, our personal relationships, as well as our relationships with money. But with this new moon, it's giving ourselves permission. It's allowing ourselves to fully let go of the fears, because I feel like there might be some of us that are struggling with a fear complex right now. Imposter syndrome. There's a lot of shadow aspects that are being experienced right now straight out the gate for this 2022 year, but I'm a firm believer, get the stuff we don't want to do out of the way so that we can enjoy the good parts, right? So, what intention are you putting out there? This new moon is encouraging us to look at the bigger picture with the full moon in Sagittarius card. What do we want going forward? This is also encouraging us to step out of our comfort zone, which is interesting. Is that? I know that's not the Taurus symbol, but it's giving me Taurus vibes, which is interesting because we did just have one of our lunar nodes just transfer into the sign of Taurus. So stepping out of our comfort zone. Taurians are all about comfort, being cozy, relaxed. Yeah, just being comfortable. So we are being encouraged to step out of our comfort zone. And for me, this feels like there is a sense of finality to that. And I'm hearing sirens. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for the double tap on that information. But yeah, it feels like this is the last time we are being asked to step out of our comfort zone, because once we fully step out, we cannot and will not go back. Adjustments are required. This just feels like we're adjusting to the newness, to the feelings, to the vibes. And then we also have nothing is yet set in stone. I don't know, but this feels like it's going to be an oracle reading. There's no finality just yet. We're at the beginning of a new year. We just hit a new lunar cycle. Just started a new lunar year. New lunar nodes. We're going to be having a completely different experience than we've had before. But it's calling us to remember our teachings and be able to balance our spirituality and our practicality. To me, this is really representing the energy we need to put forward to create the vision. We have the vision, but how can we create it? How can we put it into effect? This new moon is also calling us to be creative. Create the world that we want. Speak what you seek until you see it. So, affirmations, calling in manifestation straight out the gate. That's all there is to it. You know, if we look at the numerology for this particular date too, you know, if I would have filmed it on the actual day of February 2nd, 2022, that's an ending. 9 together is all about endings. What are we ending? Ending to limits. We're really, truly starting to believe that anything is possible. Once in a blue moon. Believe in the impossible. Believe that you are capable of creating all that you want. I'm going to get a couple more of these because I feel like I need 9. Since this is an ending. Oh, that one flew. Meditate and contemplate. Come back to yourself. Come back to self. A time to give rather than take. This is a time for you to give to yourself than take from others. Because if you do, you can expect powerful change. Interesting stuff. So now I'm just going to expand a little bit on each of these cards with some tarot. You know, like what do we need to be looking at as far as the bigger picture? I'm going to card or 2 on each of these. What do we need to be looking at in order? What do we need to do in order to look at the bigger picture? See that we are master manifestors, that we are creators. The Empress energy is all about creation. This is also, February 1st is also the beginning of the Imbolc celebration, and that's all about new beginnings. That's celebrating the goddess Brigid, right? And bringing newness into the world. This is that halfway point in between winter and spring. So this is perfectly set up for new intentions. What seeds are you planting? What seeds are you planting? What commitments do you need to be making? We're starting this out with two freaking major arcanas. Interesting stuff. I feel like I need to be going downward because it feels like all of these are kind of within the same realm here. So with nothing being set in stone, that means that the possibilities are endless. Success is limitless. But you got to make moves. You got to make moves. You can't, oh my God. You can't move if you're standing in the same place, and you can't keep doing the same thing if you want to have different results. We're starting out with nothing but fucking, you saw me, heard me shuffle. Starting out with nothing but major arcanas here. When we put in the work, when we make the move towards what we want, the world will follow. The universe will follow. The cycles, the world will turn. The cycle will end. So with this meditate and contemplate, what is it that we need to do within ourselves to move forward? Ooh, let go of insecurities, negative thinking. We're really truly busting out of those old paradigms. I don't know why, but I'm hearing, I can't even think of the song, but it's Taylor Swift where she's like, hello, Taylor can't come to the phone right now. Why? She's dead. That's you. Your old self is dead. It's time to make space. Move out of old thought patterns. We've moved away from this. The ego is dead. Creating a turn of events. What do we need to do in order to step out of our comfort zone? How should we be stepping out of our comfort zone? That just felt like that was lazy. But this speaks to it. Use your words wisely. Use your discernment. Move away from apathy. Shit, these cards just be flying though. Fall in love with the ideas. Fall in love with what gets you going. Follow those passions. Follow the dopamine. What can we be doing to encourage more balance between our spirituality and our practicality? Okay. Let go of fear and disappointment. Okay. And stop holding yourself back. Stop holding yourself back. Say it again. Stop holding yourself back. Four of Pentacles is keeping things too close to self. In reverse is letting that go. Letting there be a free flow of energy. This also feels like a blockage in the heart chakra a little bit. You need to cry. Some of y'all need to cry. Because that'll free up a lot of space in order for you to be able to start making the proper moves. As far as your manifestation, you'll have a better level of communication with the universe and within yourself. What do we need to be giving to ourselves instead of taking from others? This is also new moon energy. What do we need to be giving to ourselves instead of taking from others? We need to be giving ourselves confidence. Ooh. Ooh. And credit where credit is due, because you've been putting in the work. You've been putting in the work, but still, it still feels like there's... Still feels like there's something that's holding you back, and it's being indecisive. It's being indecisive. It's being unsure of the follow-through. What is this card that I put on? Yeah, you need to give yourself a chance to make a proper decision. Yeah, let go of the mental fuckery. Stop overthinking everything and just do. This is a time where we don't think, we act. That's what we need to give. That's what we need to be giving to ourselves is permission to go. What adjustments do we need to be making during this time with this new moon energy? What adjustments are needed? Ooh. That's interesting because we have the Empress coming out here and then we have the Emperor in reverse. It's taking your masculine energy back a little bit, because sometimes our masculine energy can completely trump our ability to be the creative Empress that we truly are. I mean, we all have. I mean, these are, a pair. Divine masculine energy, divine feminine energy. Now it's time for your divine feminine energy to shine. Feels like somebody's like being in work mode for too long, being in action mode when it's a time to be creative, a time to let proper energy flow. Coming out of the stage where it feels like it's getting worse before it gets better. No longer being on the defense. You know what this is too? This is being overly protective of yourself. Coming out of the energy, that's what needs to be adjusted, is being overprotective of yourself. This feels like being overprotective of your inner child. When our inner child is representing our higher selves. This also is talking about being more comfortable with the emotions that are coming up. And nurturing ourselves more. Interesting. It feels like there's a big healing of familial wounds. Four of Wands, all about home. Security, structure. Very much root chakra. Believe in the impossible. We need to believe in the impossible because we are co-creators with the universe. Three of Pentacles is all about co-creation. This is all about working with the elements that you have at hand. Interesting. Sorry, I was like shuffling in the card that came out. I just felt like I was being lazy. Believe in the impossible. Sometimes feeling out of whack or out of balance is what's necessary. It's a recalibration that's happening. So if you felt like you've been off for a little bit, blame it on the cosmos and blame it on your journey. Because you're coming back into a more stable energy. Especially when we have Mercury stationing direct soon. That'll help. That'll help make a lot more people feel more solid. For sure. Oh, shit. And when you feel stable, you're going to feel more inspired. So hold on to that. Hold on to that. And what's the powerful change that we can expect? Ooh, I'm excited for this. What's the powerful change that we can expect with this new moon in Aquarius energy? To no longer feel trapped, to no longer feel limited, to no longer feel strained. This really feels like you're going to let your inner child free. Yeah, because you're no longer waiting for things to happen. That's the change. Once we get out of this foggy energy, that's the change. We're no longer waiting for things to come to us. And that's why, because fortune favors the bold. The wheel in the sky keeps on turning. I don't know why that song just popped into my head. And we're moving away from the fear of the unknown. We're moving into a highly productive phase. So if you have been feeling at all unproductive or just lacking in inspiration and excitement and things like that, it's coming, honey. It's coming. I promise. I promise. Let's get a couple oracle cards. A couple more oracle cards. Let's see what other messages we can receive. Oh my God. Speaking your word, using your voice. This is you really truly speaking from the heart, speaking from the soul, and damn the consequence. I'm hearing that quote. I think it's from is it Humphrey Bogart? Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. That's the kind of vibe we're coming into. For sure. Ooh, Fury. The bushfires. This is an ignitement. This is an ignitement, an inspiration that's being brought forth by your ancestors. You're coming into your power. And man, you're going to be a wildfire. That's why. There's fury in your passion, and it's a good thing. Hold the fuck up. All these cards just fell. Yep, we got the movement card, or the speed card. Movement. Movement. Movement is coming. What did I just say? Movement's coming. You're breathing new life into yourself. So many cards just came out. I realistically cannot take all of these. So we took the one for now. I'm going to get a couple more because it feels right. This deck has a lot to say. Yeah, we're moving into a very creative. This is giving me Empress again. Pull that bitch right out. Yeah, is that not the same? Come on. Come on. One more, Spirit, and we will close this out. Ooh, thank you. We're about to begin an adventure. About to become the main character in your life. You're switching up the focus with that camera there. You cannot fucking make this up. And at the bottom of this deck, we have gravity, groundedness. It's 100% what we need right now. We're going to be moving into a wild phase. And then we have new beginnings. Can't make this up. Fortune favors the bold. Speak what you seek until you see it. You are a master manifester. So co-create with the universe. Rewrite the script. Change the narrative. Switch up the focus. This is your life. Are you who you want to be?